Stage 3 of the Tirreno-Adriatico, and not expected to throw up too many surprises. Well, how wrong were we? Fabulous course ahead of us, a run to Terni, with the terrain just starting to undulate a little bit more. Starting off in a small village of Merlot, where the team buses had to park 13 kilometres away, and the small tracks welcoming the riders before the start. Once underway, just one categorised climb and an intermediate sprint before our finale. That itself with a rising series of cobbles and twisty turns involving 5 roundabouts at the very last. So signing on for duty in beautiful sunshine. Clear skies have been a characteristic of the race so far, and the 9 Celsius temperatures of the day prior on stage 2 to Sovicile are a little bit warmer, around 14 Celsius. It was hot to get in the break, and the man who wanted to be there, of course, was Tadej Pogacar. He, wearing the green jersey after taking the only climb of the race so far, doubled up 100% in the competition and will be in green again tomorrow. His brother Mattia Pogacar was also in the break, 2 from Drone Hopper with Zardini up there, Rostelli from Bardiani also complementing, with Van der Horn of Intermarché Wanty, the base joined by Maestri. Well, the break was out there and we were just enjoying some of the scenery along the way. This place with the deepest well in Italy, dead centre of that cathedral, dead centre of everyone's thoughts, UAE Team Emirates. What on earth was going on? With just under 50 kilometres to go, the breakaway was now less than a minute away, and Tadej Pogacar had a plan. This was apparently to work for Pascal Ackermann to tire out some of the sprinters out there, leaving Ackermann a chance to take glory. Well, when there's some intermediate bonus seconds up for grabs, Tadej Pogacar is always hungry for more. Every second counts, he says, but he pushed off with Marc Soler and Julian Alaphilippe marking them out for Quick-Step Alpha Vinyl. And indeed bridging over with Theo Gegenhardt decided to make a move. He in the company of Mikkel Landa, who sadly faded, leaving 4 up front, pushing on. Well, we were climbing up towards a plateau that did for Landa. But Theo Gegenhardt showing the sort of form that brought him glory in the Giro D'Italia. He made it 4 up front, and then we were wondering what on earth would happen. Alaphilippe probably looking out for himself on the day. We weren't too sure. But Tadej Pogacar had a battle plan. Clearly the pace was not to his liking, but indeed neither was the gap. Ultimately, it was never going to be extended, and so keeping his powder dry for yet another battling day as the terrain will roll into walls tomorrow. Well, we had a kind of a wall today, and the obstacles were coming thick and fast in terms of the roundabouts. They all had to be navigated, and the chase that had been engaged by the sprinters teams had fatigued a few, and it meant that the battle plans had to be rearranged at the very last. Arnaud Demare was determined that he was going to make amends for what's been a disappointing start to the season, and in fact his launch was a spectacular one. He was in a very, very good place as Guarnieri guided him where he needed to be, and it was a question of damage limitation for just about everybody else. Mark Cavendish not in position for this one, still suffering from a cold, but it was absolutely white hot as we hit the cobbles on the rise to the finale. Demare's clearly was the wheel to follow, and Caleb Ewan got onto that and indeed came through for a fabulous win. Olaf Koy again from Jumbo-Visma, fast finishing once more. He just can't help but pick up podiums. But the top step is what you want, and that belonged to Caleb Ewan. Supreme on that final turn, which came extremely late. He bode his time it very, very well indeed. Buani also in the frame for a good result. Ackermann was there, having had all that work done for him by Tadej Pogacar, but just faded to finish outside the top 5. Caleb Ewan's power, there for all to see, and he's not afraid to big himself up on occasion. The little guy standing very, very tall on that top step today. Fantastic win for Ewan. Demare in second place, said he was very disappointed. Koy third. Another podium for him. Bohani looking good. Tim Mulier with that victory. He's in the Ciclamina, of course, tomorrow with that good position today. Best spot though, have to be P1. That, of course, was Caleb Ewan. What about the overall? Pippo Garner, still loud and proud on top, 11 clear of Evenepoel. But Tadej Pogacar, 3 more bonus seconds for him today, cuts his margin to 14 seconds overall. A lot of racing to come, and with the walls that face us tomorrow, can this man stay in blue by the end? You better believe it. He proved in UAE he can climb, and climbing he will be doing as we head off towards Balente. Well, a ramp of 11% to deal with. Don't worry too much about it. It'll be 21% the day after. But you have to take it 3 times, and that is going to hurt. Well, their hurt is our enjoyment. It's going to be a heck of a day's racing, you can be certain. Join us for stage 4. It'll be special on the Tirreno-Adriatico.